So this is a great example of multi-time frame analysis, like looking at a higher time frame and then seeing what's inside of each of these legs. The market is fractal, right? It's like a piece of broccoli. If you look at a broccoli, it's one big broccoli. And then if you look at each branch of the broccoli, it's a whole other broccoli. And then if you look at the tiny little branches of broccoli, it's a little baby broccoli. So every branch is basically a broccoli, right? So that's what fractal means. So if you're looking at, for example, on this chart of the S&P 500 futures, we're in the four-hour time frame, and we're kind of sideways right now. It's not creating a downtrend. If this right here would have gone below this low here, then we could say, okay, we're in a downtrend, but it didn't. It failed to break this low. It went above. It failed to break this high. So we're basically sideways on the 4-hour time frame, right? And if we look at just this last leg, right, and we go down to the 1-hour time frame where each candle is 1 hour, we start to see that there's some trends within. This was that last leg on 4 hours, but now in the 1 hour, we're starting to see like we're in a downtrend in that last leg, right? And if we go down even smaller to the 15-minute time frame, where every candle is 15 minutes versus 1 hour or versus 4 hours, now we can see even a little more clearly that, remember, this long leg right here was the 4-hour stick, right? We just looked like it was just going down, but now that we're in the 15-minute time frame, we can see that there's a downtrend in that 15 minutes. And on the 4-hour, if we get below this low right here, then we would be in a 4-hour downtrend, which is significant. That tells us something. It's like, okay, so then we would look for a zone in this breakout segment. If this low breaks this line here, then we have a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. We go onto a smaller time frame to find our zone, to where we want to place our entry, right? And so, and again, we always place our zones and our entries on the breakout segment, which is the last segment. So if we go down to a smaller time frame, which usually 15.5 if you're day trading, if this breaks below this low here, then this would be the breakout segment, this right here. Then we'd find a zone somewhere in here for a pullback to enter our zone. Something like this, and then hoping it goes back down for a short position. So this video is just to demonstrate how things look on different time frames, right? On a 4-hour time frame, for example, where each candle is 4 hours, it looks like we're sideways. But if you zoom in on this piece right here, then you'll see that we have some trends. And if you zoom in even further, then you see some either even smaller trends. It's kind of like that broccoli example, or like branches on a tree. Every branch, every stem is like a little mini tree.